You ever had one of those nights where your chest just feels tight, but you brush it off? Like, hey, must have been the chili dog from lunch. That was me. 62 years old, sitting alone in my recliner, TV humming, half a can of Diet Coke sweating on the table. I thought I was fine. Then bam, this pressure hit me like a truck. Felt like someone was sitting on my chest, squeezing the life out of me. My left arm went numb, my jaw tightened, and I swear, for a second, the whole room spun. Now, let me tell you something. When you're alone and over 60, that kind of pain hits different. Panic sets in, but you gotta think fast, real fast, 'cause seconds matter. I remembered something my doc once said. If it ever feels like an elephant sitting on your chest, don't wait, act. So here is how I made it through that night and the 7 life-saving moves every senior needs to know if you ever find yourself staring death in the face all alone. 1. Recognize the early warnings, don't play tough guy. The early signs don't always scream heart attack. For me, it started like indigestion burning right in the middle of my chest. Some folks feel jaw pain, shoulder ache, nausea, or shortness of breath. The trick? If it's sudden and it ain't normal, take it serious. I used to think chest pain had to be crushing. Nope. Sometimes it's just pressure, like a tight band. Your body whispers before it screams. Don't wait for the scream. 2. Chew an aspirin fast. When I realized it wasn't going away, I remembered that small white bottle sitting in my kitchen drawer. I grabbed an aspirin, chewed it, didn't swallow whole. That's key, because chewing gets it into your bloodstream faster, helps thin the blood, keeps the clot from growing. It bought me time. A lot of folks don't know that little move can make the difference between life and lights out. 3. Call 911. Even if you can barely talk, I could barely breathe, but I hit those 3 numbers. Didn't matter if I sounded like a mess. I gave them my address first thing before saying anything else. Why? Because if you pass out, they already know where to come. That's a pro move. If you're alone, put your phone on speaker so you can follow their instructions while trying to stay conscious. Pro tip: if you live alone, keep your phone charger right by your chair or bed. That 5% battery could cost your life. 4. Unlock your door before you drop. Man, this one's underrated. I stumbled toward the front door, hands shaking, but I unlocked it before hitting the floor. You do not want to make the EMTs break down your door while you refighting for air. Unlock it, maybe crack it open if you can. Those few seconds save minutes. I remember sliding down to the floor, breath short, but thinking, at least they can get in. That thought kept me calm, because panic makes it worse. 5. Loosen up and stay still. Don't go playing hero. Don't try driving yourself. That's how folks die behind the wheel. Sit down, loosen your belt, open your collar, stay calm. The more you move, the harder your heart has to work. I laid flat on my back, legs bent slightly. Focused on breath and slow, steady, even when every instinct told me to thrash around. 6. Talk yourself through it. Sounds crazy, but your mind can pull you back from the edge. I kept talking to myself out loud. You got this, man. Help's on the way. Stay awake. It kept me conscious, focused, fighting. When you're alone, that self-talk becomes your lifeline. Every second you stay alert gives your body a better shot at survival. 7. Prepare before it happens. Look, no one plans for a heart attack, but you can prepare for one. After that night, I made myself a heart attack kit. List of meds. Emergency contacts, copies of ID, and a bottle of aspirin in every room. I also told my neighbors where the spare key is. It's not paranoia, it's smart. You wouldn't wait till your house is on fire to find the extinguisher, right? Same deal here. When the EMTs busted in, I was still conscious, still breathing, and that aspirin had bought me precious time. They said if I waited 5 more minutes, I might have been gone. 5 minutes. Now, I ain't telling this story to scare you. I'm telling it because too many folks my age think it wouldn't happen to me. Truth is, heart attacks don't care if you jog, eat kale, or quit smoking 10 years ago. They sneak up, fast and quiet. But if you keep these 7 moves locked in your brain, you give yourself a fighting chance. So if you're over 60, listen up. Keep aspirin within reach. Memorize your address and emergency contacts. Practice calm. And for God's sake, don't brush off chest pain. That night changed me. Not just because I lived, but because I realized survival ain't luck. It's preparation, awareness, and grit. If you ever find yourself facing that same storm, remember, stay cool, stay conscious, stay alive. You got more control than you think. When I woke up in that hospital bed the next morning, tubes everywhere, lights buzzing overhead, I couldn't believe I was still breathing. My chest felt like it had been stomped on, but I was alive, barely. The doc leaned over me and said, "You're one lucky man. That aspirin and quick thinking saved your life." Lucky? Maybe, but it sure didn't feel like luck. It felt like survival. Like something deep inside me had refused to quit. Now, here's the part nobody talks about, the part after you survive. See, the heart attack is one battle, but the war? That's every single day after it. The fear, the lifestyle shifts, the voice in your head whispering, "What if it happens again?" Yeah, that one. So let's talk about what happens after you beat the odds and how you stay in the fight. 8. Recovery ain't rest, it's rebuilding. When I got home, I thought I'd just chill, take it easy, watch TV, but that ain't recovery, that's stagnation. You gotta move, rebuild, one day at a time. I started small, walking to the mailbox, then around the block. My doc said, "Your heart's a muscle. Treat it like one." So I did. Every step, every breath felt like pushing back against death itself. The trick? Don't rush it. Progress ain't about speed, it's about consistency. I didn't need to run marathons, I just needed to keep going. 9. Eat like you mean it. I used to think eating healthy meant salads and tasteless food. Nah, man. It's about balance. I swapped fried chicken for grilled, soda for water, chips for nuts. Little swaps, big payoffs. And let me tell you, your taste buds adjust faster than you think. You don't gotta live like a monk, just respect your heart. You get one shot at keeping it ticking, so feed it right. I started using olive oil, cut down salt, learned to read labels. Food stopped being comfort, it became fuel. 10. Deal with that fear. After a heart attack, sleep hits different. Every chest twinge feels like a warning siren. I used to wake up in cold sweats, check my pulse, wait for something to go wrong. But fear can kill you just as fast as cholesterol. So I talked to people, support groups, other survivors. Found out I wasn't alone. That's what saved me mentally. You gotta unload the fear before it eats you alive. Meditate, pray, journal, whatever helps. Your mind heals slower than your body, but it does heal. 11. Keep your circle tight. When I first got back home, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Friends, family, neighbors, they all checked in. And for the first time, I didn't brush it off. I let them in. You learn real quick who cares when life throws you a curveball. Don't isolate yourself. Get people around you who lift you up. Laugh, talk, share meals. Connection ain't just emotional, it's physical medicine. The doc said folks with strong support systems live longer, believe it. 12. Know your numbers: blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, keep them in check. I used to hate going to the doctor. Thought I was tough, you know? Now, I track every number like a scoreboard. The more you know, the more control you got. Knowledge ain't fear, it's freedom. My nurse once told me, "The body tells the truth, even when your ego won't." That line stuck. 13. Keep an emergency plan ready. I ain't ever getting caught slipping again. I've got a list taped on my fridge: meds, contacts, hospital directions. Spare keys with my neighbor. Smartwatch with emergency alerts. Some people call it paranoia. I call it common sense. Preparedness ain't about fear, it's about peace of mind. When you're ready, you sleep easier. 14. Find your second win. You know what's wild? After that night, I started living more. Sunrises looked different. Coffee tasted stronger. Music hit harder. It's like I got a second shot, and I wasn't gonna waste it sitting on the couch. So I picked up hobbies. I dropped fishing, sketching, even cooking healthy meals. Every day became a bonus round. You stop worrying about numbers on a clock and start counting the moments that matter. When people ask how I bounced back, I tell them straight, I stopped just existing. Started living with intention. The truth is, surviving a heart attack ain't the end of your story, it is the start of your comeback. You learn real quick what matters, and spoiler, it ain't the fancy stuff. It's breathing easy, laughing hard, and knowing you still got time left to make it count. If you're over 60 and reading this, don't wait for a scare to wake you up. Prep now, live smart. Keep your faith in check and your mind sharp. And when life hits you hard, remember what I told you. Stay calm, act fast, and never ever give up. You survived for a reason. Now go find it.